Marriage isn't about sex. We need to remember that. Especially this Gen Z. Like,
Pearl is my world.
I really love when Sodi calls me Pearl Baby.
Pearl, baby.
okay, picture this. A virgin sister marries a man with over 100 body counts. Then guess what? On their honeymoon, the man this thing refused to stand. Okay, initially it wasn't like that. All was going fine. They had one round of the whole everything in the other room. But then the second day, the third day, the fourth day, he did not stand. And this left his wife very, very worried.
It's been days and I haven't been able to turn you on.
It's not you. It's me.
So this beautiful couple, they're on their honeymoon. Yes, a 3 weeks honeymoon. Yes, in a expensive villa in Lagos. And after 1 week, our beautiful wife, baby Pearl, done they make out divorce papers. Guys, if you're in our shoes, what will you do? After you have left yourself for now, the Lord, our beautiful sister of the Lord, she have left her body pure. But then she feels that her husband has used his teeth, so they, standing.
But you should spend your honeymoon where we did. That place prepares you for a perfect marriage.
I mean, for the woman, she sees the situation in a very different way because she had looked forward to having an entire family, but now they have a lot of issues going on and they're just 1 week in their marriage.
I finally get to undress my beautiful wife.
During the course of the movie, I started to not like the wife because of her reaction to the entire situation was very, very annoying. I know that I am not in her shoe, I understand, but I didn't like the way she became very disrespectful, very arrogant. She called him useless man, can't do anything. She was just angry, she was just frustrated. She said anytime she saw him, she just hated hatred. The love she claimed she had for her husband turned to hatred. And it's so funny how the husband responded in the other side. The husband was so sad. He looked like a puppy. He was just so devastated that all this is in his marriage. The woman, on the other hand, was thinking that maybe because he doesn't find her attractive, that is why this thing is not standing. Why he feels like it is something else. So they consult a doctor, and then the doctor tells them that it's actually a medical condition, and they're like,
The second time?
It's been a long. Pearl.
they did all tests before they got married, but they did not do erection tests. God, I beg.
I have a big problem. Your test shows that you have a rare case of erectile dysfunction.
They are in this villa for their honeymoon, and they are just angry. Like they're not talking to themselves. The husband is just frustrated. Sometimes he will just drink, or he will try to have a conversation with his wife. His wife will not agree for him. And guess what? The caretaker of the villa happens to be Uzo Arokwe, Osas, his wife's ex.
This is Osas. He owns the villa.
And his wife stupidly started going to Uzo's house and pouring all her lack for attention with Uzo and having a friendship with Uzo. 2 weeks inside marriage. Oh boy. The husband on the other hand is at home. He doesn't know where his wife is. He's like calling his friend. I think my wife is cheating on me. 2 weeks.
You know I missed this, right? Us.
You know I'm married.
This film highlighted the illusion that a lot of young people feel marriage is all about. How marriage is blissful, marriage is about sex, marriage is perfect, those kind of stuff, those illusions, but it's not. I personally don't really know 100% what marriage is about because no ring on my finger. So, but me watching this movie made me understand that that stuff is a lifetime commitment of endurance, and it's literally a lot. It's harder than you think it is.
Because I'm busy. I'm
You're busy doing what? You're texting your friend.
My favorite scene in this movie was when they went to a restaurant, and in the restaurant, a woman with a big asset, big up, big back, passed. And guess what? Her husband thinks that they studied. The wife was disgusted. She was upset. She was like, "Oh, he cannot stand for me, but woman with big bum, woman he can stand for. You don't find me attractive? Oh my god!"
Baby, this is Olanino's son now.
See, in this movie, you will see a lot of rubbish. Honestly, the first 20 minutes of this movie, they were just showing them in the other room, trying first round, it no work. Try again, try again, try again. We said, I would they tired to see them, they try. I was like, I beg, which is it so? It was so funny, but it was needed. That scene was very, very needed in the movie because that's the whole concept of the movie. The movie was all about the entire marriage, and the wife neglected the fact that she didn't marry him because of sex, because they had not even had sex even in their relationship. She married him because she felt she loved him so much and she felt he is her soulmate. So why should she now, because of that, I know it's a major issue, take it as if that is everything about the entire marriage. So she realized that it is actually true, that that's not everything about the marriage, and they have to come together to create solutions and find solutions to that problem.
Not the same problem I knew.
Maybe when can get back to being the husband that can get his thing standing, then I'll go back to the pale that you used to know.
For the cinematography, I love the cinematography, but I figured out that the DP became lazy. Okay, I'm not insulting my DP man. I see you, bro. I love you. But I could see from the beginning of the film, the DP was giving us mad shots. Shot that was like especially that wedding scene. That I know saying a drone, but that angles for the wedding scene was exquisite. But then everything stopped when they entered that honeymoon place. That looked like maybe it was intentional with the story, because if you check it, the camera angles became basic when they were inside the villa, made it look as if they were frozen in time, because everything was just mostly mid shots, close up, mid shots, close up, and there was a bit of wide shot, but I don't know, I didn't really like the shots inside the villa. I would have loved to see a lot about the villa. I would have loved to see a lot about the villa, apart from the fact that when they came into the house, there was this introduction of how the villa looks like. Aside that, we didn't really get to see a feel of the villa. Then the art direction, I won't lie, there was a mix up with the art direction, especially the bedroom. I wasn't feeling the art direction in the bedroom at all, because we had a lot of artwork, we had a lot of beautiful artwork, antiques in the house. But guess what, guys? The bedspread was pink. That made me do like, why pink? It didn't rhyme with the artworks on the wall. It felt like that was the only thing I could see in the house, pink. But anyways, I wish I could see or feel the house more. Like currently now, I have seen the movie. I remember the story. I remember the kissing scene and everything, but I do not remember what the house looks like. The house should have been a character, because the house taught them a lesson. So I would have loved if they made the house much more significant, because it kept making reference to how the house would help you be a better couple, because you get to live life in the house. That is something I would have loved, but they didn't do that though. But that didn't make the story lesser, actually.
Dear God, you gave me the perfect woman.
It's a very wonderful story. It's an 8/10. So the remaining two, well, the cinematographer threw those two out of the window. But cinematographer, please, DPs, I love you guys so much. When we start with good shots, can we finalize the good shots? Like end it with good shot, like all true. Let there be bits and bits of all those beautiful things you showed us at the beginning. Don't let it be like we become frozen in time. Maybe it's to make the story believable, but
This is perfection. Listen,
now there's a disadvantage about this movie. This movie is available on Prime, but it's not available to Prime users in Nigeria. It's only available to users in US and UK. So I think we have to protest, because I would love you to see this movie. We have to protest the productions of this movie for them to let everyone in Nigeria see this movie. Maybe they could change the distribution platform or make it more Nigerian friendly. Nigerians should have access to it. I don't know what they could do, but drop a comment in the comment section. Do you want to see this movie Once Upon a Honeymoon? Would you like to see it? If you like to see it, I could as well reach out to the production company and have a discussion with them on how Nigerians can get access to this movie, because honestly speaking, this movie is actually very, very good.
This is how you repay me!